Hey guys, today I'm making a video. Actually, I'm starting a YouTube channel, and my purpose of this channel is to create content to help you and to give you the same tools that I use to in my healing journey. And I'm still in my journey of healing. And today I didn't know what to post actually, but I've been through a lot. And as you may know, it was the full moon on Friday the 5th. And I had a lot of emotional coming out. So I wanted to share some kind of things that I've done and all about my shadow works. So I'm being emotional. Normally I'm not someone that is crying in front of everyone, so for me it's a good exercise to do it on the video, to share my vulnerability, crying. And I'm not a public person, so it feels strange to record me, but in this process I just wanted to make like a diary to remember, like therapy for myself. And maybe I'm gonna post more about that with some mindset, also meditation, mindfulness, and for gratitude, manifestation, all kind of stuff like this. But this one I just wanted to introduce myself and to create this video just for me to remember, maybe many years later, a few months later, what I've been through and the growth. I see me growing, learning, evolving. So I did a lot of things since few days about yoga practice, visualization, even though it's hard for me to visualize yet, but I'm working on it. I have a mentor for that, and I'm really grateful to be supported and to have beautiful people around me that are helping me, supporting me like a family. And so, like I already share, I'm changing my life in a short video. I'm 43, and during 20 years I was in the law enforcement, and before that I grew up in a family with a dad military. So until my 10th birthday, my dad wasn't really a lot at home. He was in the Navy in France. So he was always away from home on the boat. We never knew when he was coming back, and sometimes when he was coming back, he was always already leaving for a mission. So I didn't really grow up with my dad, mostly with my brother and my mom. So my mom, it was really tough for her. She was alone with 2 kids, doing a lot of things, and she had also her own journey of healing and processing. And so it wasn't really, I didn't say that I have like a difficult life. I was loved, and hopefully my parents are really like incredible parents, amazing examples of love and of share and support. And they are celebrating their 50 years of marriage, so you can see that they are really together, always together. And but it was more me, all the shadow that I have, that I'm really releasing right now, is more about how I was behaving, and the behavior also, and the conception, and also the society expectation. And I was the youngest person in the class, so I had 1 year younger of anyone in the class. I didn't say that I was smarter, it's just that it happened that I was 1 year younger from everyone. And until the end, most of the time I was bullied because I was the youngest one, and by the classmate, and also by the teacher, that I should double the class, because to be with the same person. And also, if I was doubling the class, I will do better, even though I was perfectly fine and I was a good student. I was always at the top of the middle of the class. Till the end, actually, I kept my 1 year. And I must say that I think I was always looking for some challenge and difficulty in my life, because since recently I also joined the military law enforcement in France for 20 years, where I had to prove all the time my worth. Like, I had to be better physically, I have to be better mentally, and in the process I lost myself. I lost all my emotional. So sometimes I was considered like I will make a joke, but I'm laughing now. But at the moment, it was really hard, because it was really hard to show emotion, because if I show emotion, it was kind of the weakness. So one day, a friend of mine said that I was looking like more like a psychopath, because I was cold and zero emotion. So it was really hard to hear that, and I tried. Even my relationship was always trying my best to be the good girlfriend, and I always try to please everyone, actually, but not really pleasing myself. So I was trying to be the perfect daughter, the perfect student at school, because I had to prove everyone that I was worthy to keep my 1 year. And when I was in the law enforcement, I had to prove that I was better than all the co-workers. So I injured myself a lot. I've been through a lot of pressure, sexual harassment, psychological harassment. It was almost considered like normal at this time, because I thought it was my fault. I shouldn't maybe act like this. So if the colleague look at me this way, I need to change my way to behave. I had this kind of also reaction from the wife also, even though I wasn't reacting in a way to act in a way that's deserving these kind of things. And also from the hierarchy was really, really hard, because I always look younger than my age. So I don't know, I say my age, but I don't know if you imagine that I'm more than 40. So most of the time there are people like looking at me like I'm more in my 30s or something like this. I cry a lot, so maybe I look older. And but what I want to say is just like I'm releasing all this stuff recently. So actually it feels good to share this on video. It's hard, but I'm working on forgiving myself for acting this way and push me in a situation that keep me in a situation that I was not good and then not felt enough. And my gosh. And so I don't know if anyone can resonate with what I'm saying, but I'm sure I'm not alone on this one, because we are all going through stuff, and I know that I'm really lucky in a way, because now I was able to change my life for my 40s. So 3 years ago I just quit my job. It was enough. My body was screaming inside to stop. I was injured in my knee, my wrist. I'm still recovering. I had an accident also in climbing, so I broke my left feet, my left ankle. It was really hard, and I recover. I'm working on it now still, even though it's kind of 11 years later. But I made a decision in 2019 that it was enough after going through a lot of burnout and, self-discovering that, wow, why I'm doing that to myself, why I'm doing that? Well, it's not kind. I'm speaking to myself like I wouldn't speak to that to a friend or even in anybody. So why I'm speaking to myself this way? Why I'm doing that to myself? And we shouldn't do that, we should love ourselves. And it's really hard, actually. The society just like selfish. You how you can prioritize yourself, how you should, and actually I just discovered that we should actually think of ourselves first, not and after to others. And the best example I will say is when you go to the plane and when there is the oxygen mask that is falling, the principle is to put the mask first for yourself and after to someone else, and not the opposite, not the contra, But it's like, what? And it's so true, actually. How can you help and love people if you can't help yourself first and fill your own cup? And so, yeah, I have goosebumps to say that. And, oh gosh, I don't know how many tears I still have. I think I have like an ocean of tears since few days. I don't know when I'm gonna get empty, but well, oh gosh. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make another video and to post another one. And so this is my first diary where I just share a bit of myself, and I'm gonna continue to share a bit of my shadow work and healing journey, diary, healing, self-therapy. And I hope, I don't know if this kind of help, just let me know in the comments if it's helping you, and I will be really glad to answer also your questions, and we can help each other. Actually, this is the purpose of also my channel, so that we can help each other, and spread love and light and peace, and it would be so much better for this world. So thank you for listening to me. And yeah, actually crying feels so much good, actually, even though you have puffy eyes and you don't look pretty in the mirror. But actually I don't care. I just feel so good, even though my nose is really kind of really stuck, and I don't have my handkerchief now. But yeah, I feel lighter to share that with you. So thank you, and don't hesitate to share any kind of tips also. And I will be glad to read about you, where you are tuning from, and also if you how do you do to work on yourself, and yeah, any kind of tips are really welcome also to and I will share more in the next videos. Thank you very much.